What's up, everybody? This is Karen Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G. And I'm here playing Liza P. Well, hopefully I am. Sweet.
shines, losing the hearts, build up their seas, set the serpents alight. Define their hearts, behold your sight for those windmills, let them run again. 'Cause every fight, let it be the cold rain, be it battle I cannot survive.
Welcome. You have been.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. I see that my Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel. Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
Oh yeah, good to see you, man. Oh, excuse me. Pretty much. There's two different endings I have to get, but they're like just different choices, and I can just upload my save. And then throughout New Game Plus, there are golden records that you have to rebuy, but that's not a big deal because they're super cheap. I already got most of the legwork out of the way. I 100%ed the base game, so. I don't know. It's actually hard for me to decide with this game. Probably the gun blade. This one is also really good. That's what I mean when I say DMC inspired. Fucking Judgment Cut. The other attack's really cool too.
A powerful parade puppet is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way in. So please, be careful. This, as we all gather at this...
Hello there. I didn't think you ought to bite out here alone.
See the gold record? Which I spent on my shit, but it's not a big deal. I can come back here and get it. You have to get them, but they're not that expensive. It's like 5K, but in New Game Plus, that's nothing. Oh wait, that's right. I wanted to show you the full other attack. It does like you flick, 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 and then he actually shows behind you, and he flicks the sword. It's cool. See? It's awesome. It's like he primes it and then detonates it. Plus, it's just really quick. Just like the regular moveset is really fast and athletic and spinny, which it really goes with my weapon style anyway. It even has special finisher. You know, most weapons use like the same, like a normal finisher thing. Not this one. Ah, fuck, he took reduced damage because he was doing the transformation. Ah, that's lame. Oh well. Like, there are so many good weapons in the DLC, dude. Like, they're all fucking amazing, honestly. There isn't, like, a single bad weapon in the DLC.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet.
And the new costume options you get are really good as well. I need to watch the opening cutscene again. The DLC was great. I mean, I know I've already beaten it, but I was basically marathoning it for 2 days.
You must have. He was like, please.
Like, you know, like literally I did not play anything else because I was having so much fun with the DLC. So, you know, considering that it was fucking... like I said, considering that I just fucking blitzed it, it was pretty lengthy. And it is like over half the size of the main game. I would say over half. It's got 5 chapters compared to the base game's 11, so it's half, but the chapters are really long, so I would say it's over half. So, you know, like certain people are like, oh my god, it's $30. I can't complain about that price. Base game was $60. For more than half of the base game, you get 30. For $30, you get more than half the base game. It equates. I can't, you know. And over 20 hours minimum. You know, especially if you're going to take your time to do all of it. So you can't be like, oh my god, you know, oh, I got ripped off, you know. So, but just one more area where I would disagree with the general consensus. What are you going to do? And it also shows you the bullshit, because nobody fucking complained when Shadow of the Erdtree was 40. And I'm not saying it didn't justify that price tag either. That was a massive expansion. 1 second, I go with my cat in, she's never gonna stop. But I'm just saying, like, I love FromSoft. You know that I do. But sometimes they, like, the amount of, like, ass kissing. Yes, it is. It is really good. You didn't even see some of the coolest places, dude. But the amount of ass kissing at FromSoft gets crazy. People act like FromSoft can do no wrong and just ignore like any faults that they may have. They're one of my favorite companies. That doesn't mean they're fucking perfect. And they have some serious faults. Like, their games are horribly unoptimized, dude. Like, I understand they don't have to be cutting edge graphically. Most of them are not, even Elden Ring, you know? But they often have frame rate issues and shit. Like you said, you can't get a locked frame rate on Elden Ring unless you play the PS4 version of PS5. Dude, I mean, Elden Ring wasn't exactly pushing the PS4 standards. So, you know, like, that should be a locked fucking 60, period. And then, from what I heard, Elden Ring Night Rain also has serious performance issues. And once again, that's basically just reusing Night Rings, Elden Rings, a lot of Elden Rings assets. So what the fuck? They release fucking awful PC ports. Like notoriously awful PC ports. The original Dark Souls PC port, of Dark Souls.
Oh, I know my way around. If any of your weapons need work, bring them. I know my way.
Well, I wouldn't say poor storytelling for Elden Ring. I think, Bloodborne has about the same kind of storytelling, to be frank. It's their style. You either like it or you hate it. But either way, if you want a more upfront story, play Sekiro. That's the one that has a voice main character and a much heavier emphasis on story. It's one more thing that differentiates it, because it actually has, a speaking character and a lot more cutscenes and shit. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me. But yeah, and Elden Ring actually, or not Elden Ring, I'm sorry, Bloodborne even suffered from some optimization issues. To this day, it still has a poorly implemented frame rate cap. That makes it seem like it's lagging when it's not. A lot of the time, in Elden Ring, when you're running around and it feels like it's stuttering, or maybe it's not as smooth as it might be, that's not the frame rate actually dropping. That's also fair. Yeah, that's the frame rate. Also, that's the frame rate dropping. Sorry. That's not the frame rate dropping. It's the stuttering, because they improperly capped it at 30, and Modder, the one who did like a Bloodborne on PC, like the PC port, was able to quickly and easily remove that cap. So a fucking modder, one dude can fix the frame rate stutter, but they haven't fixed it in 10 fucking years for the whole team, because it's a common complaint with Bloodborne. It makes it feel like it's lagging when it's not. I mean, you get used to it, but... And, everybody puts the onus on Sony to remaster Bloodborne. But the truth of the matter is... Yeah, they should. The truth of the matter is, man, is that... I'm trying to figure out how to put it. FromSoft could have remastered Bloodborne already. People think of it as a Sony game, but Sony just funded it, okay? And they technically own the IP. But, for one, do you really think if FromSoft wanted to remaster Bloodborne, that Sony would stop them? That's basically just free money, man.
Hey, let's be more careful.
And second of all, dude, they don't even need to make a, they don't even need to,
we'll talk later, when we're safe.
They don't even need to, remaster it to give people 60 FPS. Like, they legitimately, dude, could, just patch it. Plenty of games, when PS5 first came out, got patches to upgrade it to 60 FPS. They didn't need a full mode. If you're gonna do, like, a bunch of graphical improvements, textures, okay. But the PS5 has a built-in feature that allows it to have 60 FPS on games. So, even before Days Gone got remastered, for example, they had a patch at the launch of PS5 that uncapped the frame rate to 60 on PS5 and only on PS5. So they literally don't even need to do a remaster. They can update the game, and that is 100% in their purview to update it. That's not like a new licensing agreement. Even after all this time, they have the rights to update it. So I'm saying everybody's like bitching at Sony, but FromSoft also deserves just as much the blame. Now my cat wants out. They could have updated at any time, and I'm sure, the thing is, Sony, one, doesn't want to devote a team to it because, Bloodborne did really well, but it's not one of their best sellers. And for two, that Sony probably doesn't want to step on From Software's toes. Because remember, Sony funded Bloodborne, FromSoft handled all the developers. So I think Sony's maybe worried if they hired another team, that it might piss them off. So I'm just saying, like, they should bitch just as much people from FromSoft, man. And I mean, dude, they are literally using the same tech. They're using the same tech that they fucking used for Bloodborne. They've upgraded the engine here and there. They've made tweaks, but at the center of it, Elden Ring is still using the code from Bloodborne. So they haven't upgraded their engine in almost 11 years, because, it's over 10. And we're, like, Bloodborne wasn't even amazing graphically. Like, Bloodborne looked good, but nobody would say it's one of the PS4 games, best games. It doesn't matter. So I'm saying, like, as time goes on, it gets less and less excusable. You know what I mean? And, they had just announced, Alex, that Elden Ring has sold over 30 million copies now. And not only has it sold over 30 million copies, but Night Rain has already sold 3 million copies. Yeah, exactly. Although, in the case of Arkham Knight used an incredibly modified version that, while it's technically Unreal 3, was so modified it basically was their own engine. They had to really, really trick out that engine to get it to do what they did in Arkham Knight. So, major props to them. But yeah, I agree. But what I'm saying is, dude, is before, when Souls games were more niche and they had less money, it was more understandable. 30 million copies sold for Elden Ring is literally Cyberpunk numbers. It's GTA numbers. I'm not talking about GTA 5. San Andreas, in its original version, sold 23 million copies, okay? Selling 30 million copies puts it in, like, the top best-selling games ever. So it's like, they have the budget now to overhaul their engine. So it's like, their games have certain optimization issues, and they become less and less acceptable with each subsequent game. And especially because it's just fucking FromSoft that gets that pass. Lords of the Fallen, well, the new Lords of the Fallen, I just call Lords of the Fallen 2, that game got ripped a new asshole for having performance issues at launch. Okay? In that case, Lords of the Fallen was made by a team with no prior dev experience. Okay? And it was one of the first Unreal Engine 5 games that wasn't epic. Okay? So not only were they a first-time dev, they were learning how to use Unreal Engine 5. Okay? And I guarantee you, Lords of the Fallen still ran better than Elden Ring. At launch. So, the first-time dev studio who's using the engine for the first time doesn't get a pass for some optimization issues, which, by the way, they fixed. But FromSoft does. and they've been doing this for like 15 years now, 16 years. And they went back and they fixed the problems of Lords of the Fallen. They updated the shit out of Lords of the Fallen. It runs really smoothly now. Okay? They haven't fixed Elden Ring. It still runs badly. And I mean, it's not terrible, okay? But it hovers between 40 to 60 FPS on PS5 in performance mode. That's unacceptable. It's basically a last-gen game, PS4. Not even one of the better-looking PS4 games. I mean, artistically, of course, it's amazing. Technically, it wasn't even blowing PS4 standards. In performance mode, running at 40 FPS, at worst, is just bullshit. And they get a pass for it. And they shouldn't. You know, and at any time it's just like, oh, you're not a real fan or whatever. And yeah, I'm a real fan. But you can still call out bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, and you should keep that you should keep that energy. They'll tear other games a new asshole, but not FromSoft. Like, that, you know what I mean? Like, any game that has performance issues, I will call it out. I don't just sit there and say, well, this game is fine, you know what I mean? I don't play favorites. But these people do. You know, or like, how many times have you seen a game come out with a poor PC port? A game coming out with a poor PC port and getting its ass teared. Arkham Knight had a super shitty PC port at launch, and that wasn't even on Rocksteady, by the way. Rocksteady didn't make the PC port. They had no hand in making it. Warner Brothers hired another team to do it because they were busy optimizing the console. You know what I mean? They were focused on making the console version as best it could be, and of course, obviously, I mean, damn, Arkham Knight still looks good. At the time, for PS4 and Xbox One, it was unbelievable how good it looked. So, you know, Rocksteady took a lot of the heat for that when they weren't even involved. But I'm saying, FromSoft is known for doing awful, awful PC ports. Like I said, the original PC port of Dark Souls is considered one of the worst PC ports of all time ever.
Boulevard was a regular rich people road. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But that was long ago, before the puppet frenzy.
Like, you had to basically install mods to make it playable. You know, and then they got a good PC port, but it wasn't even FromSoft that did it. Yeah. It wasn't even FromSoft that did it. They hired Virtuous Studios, which actually, by the way, are the people that remade Oblivion and Metal Gear Solid Delta to do it. So, like, you know, they went from remasters to remakes, which makes sense. But when they did Dark Souls Remastered, they made a new PC port that was actually decent. That was good. That's still not FromSoft. That's another company fixing their mistake. And that's them fixing their mistake like 10 years later. So, like, I'm glad that somebody else fixed it, but FromSoft didn't. And I mean, like like I said, dude, I get why people love them. They make incredible designs. Their world building, their gameplay, you know, I don't think they're some of the best level designers in the industry. And like Shadow the Erdtree was fucking phenomenal. I need to replay Elden Ring sometime. Maybe I'll do that after I finish this. Since I still haven't got the platinum for Elden Ring. And I can get another platinum with one more playthrough. That's just a huge time commitment because I'll do the base game and Shadow the Erdtree. But yeah. And you know, and it's frustrating because there hasn't been enough of a stink about it. It is allowed. It's allowed the bullshit to continue. You know, because they're like, oh, and people don't mind. You know what I'm saying? And let's like, that's why. I guarantee you, if enough people said this is bullshit, it would stop happening. I mean, ultimately, what did Cyberpunk get called out for? I mean, it got called out for bugs, okay? But ultimately, Cyberpunk, more than anything, got called out for running like shit. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. And Cyberpunk was much more graphically intensive than Elden Ring was. It's just weird. You know what I mean? Like, you should call out everybody. Like, people act like, if you're a real fan, you'll just deal with it. It's like, that's funny. I didn't know that being a real fan, meant that I have to deal with every piece of shit they give me and say there's no flaws. It's like, no, you know, I can like a game and still say it has issues. Like that, you know, that's bullshit.
Why, hello. I know it.
Don't worry.
For your...
Like, I like Sony. There's one of the golden records. I like Sony. You know I like Sony. You know that of all the major console developers, Sony's my favorite. Okay? But you still hear me giving Sony shit when they do something I think is stupid. Like fucking not letting you delete individual save files on PS5 when PS4 did. Or not having themes till just recently, which I'm super glad they did that, but yeah, they didn't. Or locking down a lot of the classic games on the service behind a paywall for a while. Thankfully, they fixed that. But, you know, for a couple years, they locked that shit where you couldn't buy it. You had to have PS Plus Plus Plus.
Why is the Ergo reacting like that? If you want to check it out, I can take point.
And I've been very, very vocal about calling that shit out. You know what I mean? So even my favorite game companies don't get some magical fucking pass. You know what I'm saying? Well, meanwhile, there are other people whose favorite system is Sony, where they literally just suck Sony's dick and they're the greatest and they're the second coming of Jesus Christ and they do nothing wrong. And if you don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, Nintendo fans are the worst, man. You know, I'm not certain, but I think I'm pretty sure. I think there's actually there's still no built-in streaming on Switch 2. And no fucking achievement system. That I know as much. Okay? Like, really? Wow, that's really gross. God. Oh, people. People, man.
Come out, Geppetto! You got a lot to answer for! You know what's in you can't die!
I didn't know that a pregnant woman was like a demographic. I didn't know you suddenly became a different race when you became pregnant. That's news to me, Alex. I thought, like, with Peach already that there was women included. I didn't know, like, having a baby inside of her put her in a new demographic.
Are you a dream or a nightmare? Stop showing up already.
And it's like, okay, if we're gonna have her have a baby, you want her to be doing all those fucking flips and shit and getting hit by a blue shell when she's pregnant? That's fucking dark. I'm sorry, Peach. You've lost a baby. Oh, the blue shell! You killed my baby!
It's true. It's a dream, but in...
Actually, I'll tell you something that I am excited for. The new Sega racing game actually looks really good. Sega's got a new kart racer come out, and I actually like the other kart racers they did. But the new one actually has fucking Yakuza characters, man. And just like, that to me is ridiculous in the best way. Seeing characters from fucking Yakuza and Persona on a fucking cart, man. I also do like the claws a lot as well. And I really like the fact that when you buff them, they actually get like a different moveset. And there's no weapon type like that in the base game at all, you know what I mean? There's no, like, claw equivalent, so... Like, yeah, like I said, like, I can't think of, like, a single bad weapon in the DLC, man. Maybe I like some more than others, they all are fucking sick. Let's check and make sure Bug didn't get my range. Okay, I'm good. Even the regular weapons, dude. Like, the non-boss weapons are really cool. Like the fucking whirly saw, all the stuff you can do with that. The lightning blade, dude, that's not even like a boss weapon. So you can put like different parts on that. So you could put the buff lightning onto other handles and other movesets. And put the handle so you have the lightning, Palpatine lightning on any other weapon. That's dope. The whirly saw, you put that on anything. So you could have, a giant spear with the fucking whirly saw. And have it be like a whirly spear. The fucking flamethrower spear. You can do that and pump it up and have flamethrower and shit. Like, so, they add a lot of really, really cool weapons and shit to fuck around with. And each one feels very unique. None of them feel like, tired. They're great. And they greatly expand the story. I know that you're not someone that cares so much about the story for stuff like this, but I think the story for this game is fantastic. It's one of my favorite parts of it. They give you some really, really big lore implications in the story for this game. And the DLC that actually changed how I saw certain characters. And in particular, there's this one side quest you can do that actually made me tear up. Yeah, might as well. It really surprised me. Yeah, I forgot to open the shortcut here. Might as well go and do that. Like the fucking, when I was playing, did you see there's like this little doll chick at the carnival? I don't know if you saw that.
So, about that weapon assembly tool you were talking about. Did you find any more weapon?
Yeah, well, basically, throughout the DLC, one of the optional quests is helping this little doll, robot doll, like a puppet. And at the end of it, if you do her quest line, you actually find out that she was basically Pinocchio's sister. And they reveal a lot more about Geppetto. He is portrayed as kind of like a sad, angry man. And before Carlo died, you know, Carlo was Pinocchio before he became a puppet. Geppetto ignored Pinocchio. And he felt neglected by Geppetto. And you find a bunch of extra letters. And they reveal that his wife also died in a tragic accident in a chemical spill. And that's why he locked himself away, because he blamed himself for her death. And that he looked after Pinocchio and made him take care of. So basically, Geppetto, you know, you understand his character a lot more, that he did love Pinocchio. He just was grieving in his own way. He lost his daughter and his wife. And by putting Pinocchio away from him and putting him at the boarding school, he thought he was protecting him. So when he actually got sick and died there, it fucking crushed him. Or, you know, I was telling you about Arlecchino, the murderous puppet. Now he gives the monologue that's like super great. That was the final boss of the DLC. When you meet Arlecchino in the main game, he's all fucked up and destroyed. You actually see Arlecchino when he was in his prime and see why he was so fucking terrifying. And I mean, yeah, he's insane and shit like that. Like, so it greatly expands the story. And then, like, the finisher for the final boss, I don't know if you saw that, but with the final boss, you can actually team up with Leah and do, like, a dual finisher on him, and showing them, like, tag teaming him and fucking dash around like a whole, like, cinematic. Super fucking cool. Yeah. Dude, even the end of it, man. Her actually fucking throwing Pinocchio the sword. Catch! And then him finish it off. Super fucking sick. They had like a lot of really cool like cinematic camera transitions in the DLC that they didn't have in the base game. You know what I mean? Or like when you get ambushed by that traitorous douchebag I fought on the ship, it shows like panning to the door and shows him flying back to the door and shows over his shoulder when you're talking to him. And then, like I said, they added all kinds of, you know, improvements to the base game, like toggle sprint, tons of quality of life features. So even if you didn't get the DLC, you're still getting new shit. And, I mean, the game is already great, and they made it even better. They improved the UI, you know, added features people asked for, and the game's been out almost 2 years now, and they're still updating it and adding new shit. So, you know, I cannot express how much I love this game. Probably. Honestly. I won't say no for sure because they have they haven't said no, but they are full speed ahead on the sequel. They did not wait. Liza P got a huge amount of press before it even released, like way more attention than the developer was expecting, because it showed at the Sony's conference of like 2023, and it got a lot of that. So they started working on the sequel to this, like the full sequel and the DLC at the same time before the game even released, and not like conceptual, like full production. So they've already been full speed ahead on Liza P2 for the last 2 years. So I think they're probably trying to focus now on the sequel.
I think we're done here, pal. Back to the hotel.
But I don't think it's going to take that long for the sequel, relatively. Maybe another year, maybe two. I could see it coming out in 2026, 2027, because they went full speed ahead. And they, the first game, they had to figure out how to make it work, how to do this, how to do that with this. With the sequel, they already had the foundation. So, and like I said, dude, the sequel's going to be set in the Wizard of Oz. You know how fucking excited that makes me? How, like, fucking insane that is?
Speaking of my friend, remember, be careful. You can get from City Hall.
I get sick as fuck, so
I picked up. Why don't we miss the puppy?
It really does feel like the start of a whole big series. Like they were planning have multiple games from the start, and you can tell. And see, like, this is a quality of life feature. When she has unique dialogue now, throughout the game, she'll have unique dialogue. She has blue butterflies around her to tell you to talk to her. Just shit like that they added. It's really cool. In the new update, or the difficulty modes. I mean, I played through the whole game in the DLC on the standard difficulty mode and no summoning. But it's great that it's there for people. They even went and improved a bunch of the graphics in different parts of the game. And not like the graphics were bad, they just made them better while they were going back. So, a lot of really cool shit. Yeah. Even little stuff I wanted them to get rid of, like when you originally played the game, it would show a drop down on the right side underneath the menu that would show you the button commands, but you couldn't make that go away, and I hate that. They made it now so that only pops up in the tutorial and when you're testing with the dummy. Or, like, if you go to a shop now, and say you have souls, the ergo clusters, which is like the soul clumps, basically, and you can now click the right stick to instantly open up a menu to use those soul chunks at the shop.
I wish we could find him. That is, if he's still kicking.
So, like, that's just a really nice quality of life feature. Instead of, oh no, I gotta pop my souls, leave the menu, you know, come back. So you can just, oh, while you're in the menu, just like all kinds of like really nice touches that they added. You know, it looks good and runs good. I mean, Lies of P isn't gonna win awards for its graphics, but it looks really good. It's on Unreal 4, because when they started making Lies of P, Unreal 5 wasn't even around. They worked on it for, you know, 4 or 5 years. Looks great for Unreal 4, and it runs like a charm. Runs fucking flawlessly. And, oh hey Tokyo, it's good to see you, man. And, not for nothing, but I think Lies of P does still look better than Elden Ring on a sheer graphical level. So, and it ran perfectly. I never ran into any major glitches in the DLC of the main game, so totally polished. You know what I mean? Like, I maybe like clipping or whatever, but nothing like major. So it was really polished at launch, and they just continue to make it better. Or, you know, like, boss rematch. You can do the bosses, and not only can you rematch all the bosses from the main game and the DLC, the major bosses, you can now do them with harder difficulties. So, like, it starts out at level 3. That's in line with the base game's original difficulty. After you beat it, you can unlock level 4. And then level 5. So, there's even harder versions of all the bosses. I don't even want to see fucking Arlecchino on 5. I'm not really gonna fuck with that. Yeah. I'm not really gonna fuck with that because, it's just harder versions of the same bosses, and I don't think you get anything other than bragging rights. Oh, and by the way, Alex, the trophy, the DLC for Lies of P has trophies. That seems like a common thing, but I need to point that out because none of FromSoft's other games have trophies for the DLC, besides Bloodborne, and that was a Sony thing. And the fact that, sorry, 1 second, light's coming through the window. Gotta adjust the blinds. There. Oh. Damn it. Come on, dog. Like, and it's going right into the camera too. It's really distracting. There we go. Okay. Like Shadow the Erd Tree, I love it, but it's $40 and it doesn't have any trophies. What the fuck? Like that is fucking lame.
This place gives me the creeps. It's like like something's gonna jump out any second. It's okay, pal. Jenny's looking out for you.
I'm skipping a lot of the optional areas because I just don't need to. I've already done them, you know what I mean? Not really going to give me anything. Shortcut. Yeah, I took a wrong turn. That's not a big deal. Okay, yeah, I gotta go further up. My bad.
Ooh, admirers seem to follow me.
Good news, I do have plenty to keep me. Now for Death Stranding 2!
Oh, fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well, like a pipe that fit. Idioms, you know?
Just about 2 weeks now, baby!
Those stalkers just left me.
It's a me, a Lorenzini, a Vanini.
A little help? Anyone? Wealthy and dashing philanthropist in need of assistance?
Fuoco! Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot about that drop. God. Super durable puppet. Can kill fucking gods, basically. 15-foot drop? You need to get Death Stranding 2, dog. I'm sorry, you need to get Death Stranding 2 too, dog. Hop in on this with me. Plus, I'm not sure if Steph's gonna get it. Kind of. Let's try this thing out.
These bodies. Could they be from Moonlight Town? Whoa, did kids do this?
That's what I like about this thing. For such a heavy stab, it actually is pretty fast. Plus, you can basically go full hissing cobra. Great for poisoning enemies. Yeah.
Do you want to go? I still live you. Are you? You've been wild, even if it hurts. Child, only the worthy may pass. Cherish your life. I do not wish to witness more. Can you hear it?
Plus, remember, because this is a normal weapon, not a boss weapon, you can take the staff, this moveset, and put it on anything else, and put Snakehead on anything else. You can have a sword, basically, that has a snake thing. Like, there's so many possibilities in this game that it's actually pretty fucking cool.
Now, those of you who joined us in Moonlight Town, we hope your preparations for the pilgrim's journey are well underway. Fascinating town, Moonlight, just fascinating. Back in the day, the only way to reach the cathedral was using a rope and pulley. So, thanks for building it on a cliff, St. Frangelico. I kid, Frangelica, wonderful saint, wonderful. Anyway, next stop, the Bridge of Atonement. While you atone there, don't miss a magnificent view of beautiful Krot. It's been my pleasure, friends, and enjoy the rest of your journey.
Like, I still haven't tried out all the different weapon combinations.
Gemini! Well, not bad, huh? Oh, I really am good at this. When in doubt, let Gemini be your guide. You look annoyed. What I do? I'm sure it's fine. Let's get a move on, pal. Oh, something's off. Do you see that over there? I recognize dead puppets, that's to be expected, but what is that?
Just like, yeah, it's a little hack that I use. You can get a thing that lets you heal your Fable cells, or charge them when you heal, and normally it's not really enough, but you can sit there and do what I'm doing to hype up for a boss fight or an encounter. Oh no, it's a mutant.
No idea what those things are about. Approach with caution.
And the new arm that they introduced in the DLC, the Icarus arm, is fucking amazing. Probably my favorite arm. The way the blades, the way they get hotter and do more damage when we use them, the fucking ultimate attack. We basically do clear around you. Super fucking awesome. Yeah, that's a arm. A Legion arm you get. And each time you use them, they get hotter and hotter in a short period. And they actually don't use up that much thing. Like, you can use them repeatedly. And not only do they give you a great ranged option, but like I said, the ultimate attack, where it like spins around you, is great for clearing out enemies. And if you get it fully charged up and then do that, you're basically fucking doing like a full AoE fire attack.
What's happening?
And the other one...
What's their problem? Wait, their bodies are strangely altered.
The other one you get is like a big-ass shotgun. It's pretty cool. I just prefer this one. There's only 2 Legion arms they add, but the base game didn't have any. They were, for Legion arms, they went more with quality than quantity. There was only like 6 really in the base game, so they're adding 2 in the DLC. Makes sense. But I do, you know, they're both good. And you can choose which one you get, basically. I love this moment. This is one of my favorite moments in the base game. You open that door and you see that beautiful, beautiful cathedral in the sunset. And meanwhile, the fucking mutants are fighting the puppets. So it's just a fucking free-for-all. Ah! God, that's cool as shit. And I love it when you get up here, you can look down and see most of the city that you came from. And when I first played this game, I thought that, you know, it was just going to be puppet enemies, because the first 3 chapters, you just fight puppet enemies. And that's kind of what it's meant to be. Once you get to the 4th chapter, this chapter, and you start seeing, like, the mutants, like, what the fuck? Okay, you know? And then they start building on that, and you fight the alchemists that are completely different, you know, with the weird tubing and guns and techno weapon and shit. So it has a lot more enemy variety than it seems like at first. Where I thought it was just going to be the puppets. Oh yeah, I was going to switch to the Shotgun Legion arm and show it to you. And then... So you take the spinny blade and put it on the fucking thing, the staff, and now it's pretty fast, and you have a big fucking spinny blade that does the spin damage. You see, like, all the different combos that you can make in this game are fucking sick. And, like, I still have not seen all of them. Like, there's potentially hundreds of combinations. Or put the fucking spinny wheel on, where is it? Where is it? Where's the handle? Trying to find the specific handle. Put the fucking spinny thing on the Dancer's curve blade. It's got wide sweeping arcs that spin for most of its attacks, which is actually really good for this type of weapon. And I also like it because it lets you customize the moveset, you know? And then when like you have the handle that lets you switch the innate properties of the weapon, you can have, oh, I like this weapon, but it doesn't have the right stats. Okay, alter the handle so it specs out with whatever I'm using, dexterity or strength. So, you know, like, you don't, oh, no, you know, I found this weapon that didn't fit my build. So, you know, like, there's a lot of freedom that you can use in this game. And do, you know, like, there's tons and tons of possibilities. And there's no consequence to swapping the weapons out, you know what I mean? They don't try to penalize you, so you're free to experiment with it in any way you want to. It's like, oh, you sure you do this? You can't undo it. You know, so it really does encourage you to fuck around and find the one you like the best. And I really like that. And that is something that you don't see in this genre, you know? And that's why I said that this game is so good, because it is clearly an homage to the classics, but it doesn't just dick ride them. You know what I mean? It does its own thing. Yes, it is clearly inspired by, you know, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, but the developers made no secret of that. But it doesn't rip it off. It feels like its own thing. That's the difference between being inspired by and being derivative of. That's a pretty good combo, too. I wonder, actually. Actually, I want to test that out at the headquarters. I mean, in 1 second, I'll be right back. These bedrooms.
Ah, if it isn't my savior. Glad to see you made it back.
That's actually pretty tight.
I know my way.
Excuse me.
I know my way.
Just trying to put all the weapons back to the default state, just to have. I just summoned a lot of them, which made them not in the menu. Do do do. Oh, fucking stupid bugs. Do 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 do. Alright, man. I'll see you then.
I'll use my...
Welcome.
I know my way around. I know my way around.
Echo, can you stop? Oh my god, that cat. Ah, fucking Christ. Really? Yeah, I'm there right there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, boom, 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 boom. But you wouldn't say that cause you wanted me close. Unhinged. Your love isn't anything like you think it is. And when you're sick of it, you lie about me to all your friends. And says, you've been a dream in the night when you're all alone. You kept me crazy, kept me hooked on a maybe when you really meant no. But you wouldn't say that cause you wanted me close. Your love isn't anything like you think it is. It's not a gift, it's a burden, and I'm sick of it. Fuck you. Oh well, I got my shit back. I smell wine and sticking share the night goes on and on. Smell wine and and scissors in my ride, like 3-6. Ah, you motherfucker. Whatever. Who the book kitty? Yo. I wanna eat you, Echo. I wanna eat you. Meow. somebody.
Damn it! I can't find the way out. Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave. Oh, sure I do. I'm Alec. I'm looking. Do you know? I have a lot of since you're so helpful.
want to go back to the old Krat. The old me. Before the greed overtook me.
What in Krat's name happened here? I haven't a clue myself. There's gotta be someone at the hotel who knows something. Once, Krat was just a small town on the coast of little importance. Before Elysian Boulevard was built, this place literally was all there was of Krat. But when some in the city prospered, they left the old town behind. Through isolation and neglect, Krat's first incarnation became nothing but dangerous alleys and desperate slums. On the bright side, I guess, the whole city of Krat's pretty much like that now. The old town caught up with the new. It's true what they say. Receding tides.
Echo, no! God.
Mic test 1 2 1 2. We have a schedule update for the intruder. It's time. Tonight! Now, here's a safety reminder for all the malcontents of the Marlin district. A nasty puppet has invaded our territory. Be careful.
Nope, Echo. No.
Here's a news bulletin. This just in. The intruder turned out to be the proud puppet. This month's protection fee will be waived for anyone who hunts it down. What's the deal? Now hurry up. Run, you idiots!
It's funny seeing them all flustered. Hey!
these having shit classes. Hey, doing my got another legal game up with doing my sense of deals and do
Bring it on. You ain't seen nothing like my brother.
Mind if I let that kid up?
Don't you want to play with me?
It's the four.
Let's finish this.
Hey, check this out. No, I'm just kidding. No, it looks exactly like you. I mean, you see it, right? With the nose and the... Right?
Mercy. My name is Jansha. I was able... Sorry.
Oh, it's you. Anyway, however, it's up to you.
I'll use my power.
Motherfucking army. Boom, 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 boom.
You're back. Well, this thing. Forgive me. Assassin. Finally, king. So are you.
Echo, no. Ah, Echo!
Hurry up. Rosa is a field.
Rosa Isabel Street, the entertainment district. You might call it extravagant. Operas, operettas, street concerts, all running 24/7. Adelina Corday, the singer, the red... Oh, she was the most famous of them all. The legendary prima donna. Well, I'm sure if she's still alive. While the past tense makes sense, it's... Yeah, it's getting a little depressing.
Echo, I'm gonna kick your ass, cat. That's fine.
I dedicate this performance to my sister Adelina. Scream the requiem for me if it would. Attire as your sister.
Yeah, doing my fucking SSA, doing my fucking SSA, doing my fucking name. Look at my. Echo! Stop! Oh god, give me strength. Så det är dumma istället för att det är dumma sen det deal nu. Hej dumma sen det deal nu.
Puppets will have changed too, right? There's only one way to find out. Let's go backstage.
It's now as a matter.
What's going on? All these puppets look other than Ow. That seems weird. That's weird, right? again, maybe they're warning him? Whatever's happening, it's like they can't tell their elbow joints from their tail sockets. I'm not even sure they can function without a proper guide gun.
Who are you? You look like Stalker.
Will you stop?
Yeah, been this way. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay.
exhibition theme was automatic puppets and city of the future. The plan was to showcase and demonstrate the most advanced technology in Krot. But you know the rest. You can't hold an exhibition in a city that's fallen into utter chaos. And now the whole city is an exhibition of a nightmare.
I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be back on. Thank you for watching.